inside.
Embiid with a screen on Westbrook. Kicks it to Covington. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. And Adams sends it back. Patterson inside. Embiid's there, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Greg, the one thing about Patrick Patterson out of Kentucky, he is a smart basketball player.
Yeah, he's not the best rebounder or shot blocker, but the advanced stats love him, and he gets the job done at both ends of the floor.
And Clark, you've seen so many college and NBA games. What skill or mindset do you see as the best predictor for when a college player is going to be an NBA star?
Well, it's hard to predict stardom, but clearly things that transfer from a skill standpoint from college to the NBA, at least historically, have been the ability to rebound at a high rate. That seems to always make its way from college to the pro game. And then the proficiency of your skill set in terms of ball handling, shooting, and then I would say at the point guard position, the ability to run a team usually transfers. When you can get other people's shots and understand flow and time and score and situations, that doesn't leave you from the college to the pro game.
And stolen by DJ.
Oh! Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless, really getting beat up, physically and emotionally.
Ben Simmons.
Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against the Pistons in Detroit.
You're going to win a lot of games when you can shoot the three ball the way they did in that one.
And, you know, you see teams relying on the three ball more and more nowadays. It's a big part of the game, and they made it rain out there in a big way.
Embiid the screen. Covington with the bucket.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz there, Kevin. Excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
DJ kicks to George. Drops in the tray. George has got 5 now.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Covington kicks to Simmons. Embiid the screen. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal.
And Ben Simmons, who was the first pick in 2016 out of LSU, probably the most heralded player to come out of that school since the great Shaquille O'Neal. And I tell you what, Simmons has drawn some comparisons to some other greats, most notably LeBron James and Magic Johnson.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Patterson. Jeremy Grant comes in for George. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. Another miss by Philadelphia. Oklahoma City leading by 20. And Greg, the Sixers want to ease him into it, but they see Ben Simmons not just as a point forward, but a point guard as well.
And he's got all the ability. Think about this. The Sixers haven't had a player 6'10 or taller average over 3 assists since Wilt Chamberlain back in 1967. The second they drafted Simmons, you knew that would change.
Now, here's DJ. Bellinelli is covering. It's deflected. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Adams. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. 6 points for him.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. Yeah, you see it now on the scoreboard.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on, I mean, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Yeah, and the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, they're getting crushed, killed, hammered, pulverized in the post.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Ilyasova's checked in. Ilyasova a screen. Covington against Adams. They double him with DJ. Bellinelli. The shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Grant. Grant against Covington. McConnell in the corner. Ilyasova a screen. Ilyasova sets a screen for Covington. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. Cans it from downtown.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Oklahoma City leading by 17. Here's DJ. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Here's Grant. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal.
The 76ers trail by 17. Now McConnell. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And Ilyasova kicks to Bellinelli. Now here's Covington. Clock at 6. Elbow shot. Not enough on that one as it misses. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. And here is DJ. 12 points for him. Offline with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Ilyasova a screen. And the foul called on DJ. The 76ers trail by 20. Taking a look at the 76ers. The incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. J.J. Redick is out there with Fultz, and it's Bellinelli in at the 3. Embiid with a screen on Patterson. Westbrook with the steal. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Pistons had a huge game. He finished with 54 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when a player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Here's Redick, and it's sent back by George.
Terrific focus from George there, reading the shooter the entire way through. A great shot block.
And he comes up with the deuce. George has got 7. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, they've been really active on the defensive end in terms of applying pressure and coming away with steals.
Tell you what, you take a look at the numbers for Redick tonight. That's an impressive offensive display. Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Fultz kicks to Simmons. Pass to Embiid. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Embiid is unstoppable, just too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at him.
And Joel Embiid, from the time he started playing basketball in Cameroon through the University of Kansas, Clark, he began patterning his game after Hakeem Olajuwon.
Well, it sounds like he's a visual learner because he got a DVD of Hakeem and said he watched it almost daily. Their stories are similar. Both started playing hoops relatively late. Both are from Africa. And you watch the gracefulness of Embiid's moves inside. Easy to see the influence of Olajuwon.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Can't shake Simmons. He is very used to getting hit on these kinds of looks and just plays right through the contact.
There's the pass to DJ. And Patterson kicks to DJ. The feed to George. At the elbow, it's DJ. 5 on the clock. Shot on the wing. Westbrook, no good.
That's what they want. A good look from the mid-range game? Hey, but unfortunately, they came up empty.
Embiid against Patterson. And then And Simmons slams it in.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like there.
Patterson, the screen. From deep. And that one is off. And Philadelphia the other way now.
You know, he's yet to hit another three after nailing one in the first, but I don't think that's going to stop him from shooting.
No one covering.
J.J. Redick.
And that's now 17 points for J.J. Redick.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Long passes to Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing. The 76ers trail by 13. Here's Bellinelli. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's Embiid. That one doesn't drop. Nice defense from DJ. Oklahoma City has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Took him no time at all on that one. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
And the range that George has, I mean, he is a knockdown threat from the perimeter.
And Simmons kicks to Redick. Back to Simmons. Dishes it to Fultz. Over Westbrook. Keeps it alive. The rebound by Patterson. The Thunder leading by 16. 1:58 left in the first half. Anthony's shot is off. The 76ers shooting 45% in quarter number 2. And Redick kicks to Fultz. Embiid the screen. Fultz with the ball. He had 10 points in the win against San Antonio. Here's Bellinelli. Embiid. And Embiid is right there. Embiid's got 12.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
DJ with it. Now guarded by Redick. Patterson can't get it to go.
Boy, it's surprising that he clunked that one. I mean, especially since the defense was nowhere to be found.
Simmons dishes to Redick. Pass to Bellinelli. Embiid sets the pick for Redick. Over DJ. Misses off the right iron. The Thunder leading by 14. And here's George for 3. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. George has got 8 here in the quarter.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
They grab their own miss. Embiid. No good there.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
DJ passes to Westbrook. Another shot. DJ kicks to George. Cans the shot with nobody near him. He's got 15.
Boy, the confidence that George brings to his game is also confidence that impacts and injects his teammates. He's a high-octane scorer who's ready to go as soon as the game starts and whenever he gets the ball.
Philadelphia is shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
And DJ throws it down.
And, you know, the scary thing is he's still adding to his offensive game. Man, he's a thrilling player to watch. Love the confidence, quiet confidence he brings to this end.
Simmons left side. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, fast start. Already have a double-double in the first half. So do you think the defense is going to start to focus on you more in the second?
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after this break.